It's that time of year again, where one of our morning blend favorites stops by to not only update us on his Wounded Warrior Ability Ranch, but also talk about his third annual Alive Ride. Of course, I'm talking about our friend Mike Delancey here, who's in the final push this year so that he can build his ranch that he's always wanted and is helping the community, plus plenty more. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good. So good to see you. We love when you're here. And first, let's take us back, talk about why you're involved, why we are here today.
Basically, I was injured September 1st of 2006 after serving with the United States Marine Corps. We were on dismounted foot patrol and I got hit by a sniper. Fast forward 10 years later, and I've done a lot with the community. The community's been excellent to me, and really just kind of had this dream going in and out of the VA and seeing a lot of guys like me and kind of getting an idea of what they want in life.
I'll say he hasn't just done a lot in the community. He is completely taking over Pinellas Park, it seems, by what he's building there to help others. Talk about the park that you're trying to work on and why you think there's such a need that you've been able to see.
Basically, after dealing with a lot of injured vets, a lot of them have that doubt that they could do the things that they used to do before they got hurt. And that's the whole goal of my organization, is to show them that you could still play basketball, rugby, fish, whatever, you name it, we're here for you. And that was sort of my idea. And then the city approached me with a 10-acre piece of land and asked me how I would like to develop it. And next thing you know, we're at where we're at now. And we've had to deal with the last 2 years dealing with the bureaucracy, the red tape and all that, but now it's finally done and I'm actually starting to see progress on the build now.
And I'm curious, and you've lived it, but to see the benefits in a vet's life of being able to get out there and do the things they love, what does that provide?
It does them really good. If they don't find that hobby, they end up sitting at home, staring at the wall, getting depressed and in that downward spiral. But once they find that sport or that hobby, that passion that they love to do again, they're like a whole new man or woman. And
already, officially, the ranch hasn't opened, but there is an excitement that's building. You're still working on the phase 1. Tell us where we are and the excitement that you've seen so far.
Oh, it's been really exciting for me because I've seen it in my head for 2 years now, but now when they've put up the first pavilion in April, it was like, wow, finally progress. And just that little bit meant so much. And now, just recently, the fitness stations were added, and the general public's already coming onto the park and using it, even though the gate's locked. So you definitely know it's definitely going to be needed in the community.
And coming up is your Alive Ride, which is always a fabulous event. I think it's one of the bigger ones that we've heard about. Explain what an Alive Ride is and how people can get involved.
Well, the day that I was injured was September 1st, and that's sort of my Alive Day. It's the day that I cheated death. And so we decided when we first started this organization to commemorate. Our first real event was a bike ride through the city. So we call it the Alive Ride, kind of to commemorate my Alive Day. And the city works with us hand in hand. They shut down the streets of Pinellas Park. And it's about a 11-mile bike ride this year. And we're going to start and end at Quaker Steak and Lube again, just like we did last year.
And there's a few other things, though, that's new this year that people can get involved with.
Oh, absolutely. We have two main events, which is the Alive Ride and the Gala. But in between, we do a lot of smaller events. And we were just recently given a partnership with Tampa Rays, and they're giving us tickets, and we've reached out to the Buccaneers, so we're just going to start taking groups of vets there too. And there's so much that I thank God I have my assistant Helena for.
Well, and one of the things too that we have to point out really quickly, tandem. You cannot just do a bike ride. You can also jump out of a plane. Mike, what do you have going on with that?
Absolutely. Gentleman Norm reached out to me, and he does a lot of skydiving, and he asked me if I want to skydive, and I absolutely, at first I was like, no. So I will not be. No, my feet have to touch the ground or something. I'm a little bit of a control freak in that aspect.
But again, there's so much that you can get involved with if you want to help out with Mike and what he has going on with his Wounded Warriors Ability Ranch, or of course his Alive Ride, which is coming up on September 1st. And then